नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। Myself JVN Dr. Ritu Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Gyneops, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Today session is minor sickness in pregnancy. Minor elements in pregnancy, first is nausea and vomiting. Nausea and vomiting, especially in the morning after getting out of bed, are usually common in primary gravida. They usually appears following the first or second missed period and subside by the end of first trimester. 50% women have both nausea and vomiting. 25% have nausea only and 25% are unaffected. Three main measures can reduce the problem and dietary changes to take toast, biscuit and protein rich meals. Frequent small foods are helpful. Fatty foods are avoided. In this nausea and vomiting condition, there are take diet to avoid fatty foods and frequent small of foods helpful in the nausea and vomiting, and dry toast, biscuits and protein rich milk meals are taken by the pregnant female. Behavior modifications to avoid personal triggering factors. The woman can identify herself this factor. Initial supplementation with vitamin B1 and B6 is stated. Backache. Now second symptoms is the most common in pregnancy, backache. It is a common problem 50% in women in pregnancy. Physiological changes that contribute to backache are joint, ligament, laxity, relaxin or estrogen hormone are responsible. Weight gain, hyperlordosis and anterior tilt of the pelvis. Other factor may be faulty posture and high heel shoes, muscular spasm, urinary infection or constipation. Excessive weight gain should be avoided. Rest with elevation of the leg to flex the hip may be helpful. Improvement of posture, well-fitted pelvic girdle belt with correct the lumbar lordosis during walking and rest in hard bed often relieve the symptom. Massaging the back muscle, analgesic and rest relieve the pain due to muscle spasm. Now constipation. Constipation is a quite common ailment during pregnancy. Adenosity of gut due to the effect of progesterone, diminished physical activity and pressure of gravid uterus on the pelvic colon are the possible explanations. Regular bowel habit may be restored with advice mentioned earlier. Leg cramps, it may be due to deficiency of diffusible serum calcium and elevation of serum phosphorus. Supplementary calcium therapy in tablet or syrup after the principal meal may be effective. Massaging the leg, application of local heat and intake of vitamin B1 30 mg daily may be effective. Acidity and heartburn. It is most common problem also in the pregnant female, acidity and heartburn. Heartburn is common in pregnancy due to relaxation of esophageal sphincter. Patient is advised to avoid overeating and not to be go to bed immediately after the meal. Liquid antacids may be helpful. Hiatus hernia, which is common during the pregnancy, can also produce heartburn, especially when the patient is in lying down position. Sleeping in semi reclining position with high pillow reduce the symptoms of hiatus hernia. Now varicose vein. Varicose vein in the leg and vulva, varicosities or rectum hemorrhoids may appear for the first time or aggravate during pregnancy. Usually in the later months, it is due to obstruction in the venous rectum by the pregnant uterus. For leg varicosity, elastic crepe bandage during movements and elevation of the limbs during rest can give symptomatic relief. Specific therapy is better to be avoided. Varicosities usually disappear following delivery. Hemorrhoids. It may cause annoying complications like bleeding or may get prolapsed. Regular use of laxative to keep the bowel soft. Local application of hydrocortisone ointment and replacement of the pile if prolapsed are essential. Surgical treatment is better to be withheld as the condition sharply improves following delivery. Carpal tunnel syndrome 10% pregnancy में होता है ये. Women present with pain and numbness in the thumb, index and middle finger. There is weakness in the muscles for thumb movements. This is due to compression effect on the median nerve. Physiological changes in pregnancy with retention of excess fluid are the common cause. Treatment is mostly symptomatic as splint is applied during sleep time to slightly flexed wrist to give relief. Corticosteroids injection or surgical decompression is rarely needed. It resolves spontaneously following delivery. Round ligament pain. Stretching of round ligaments during movements in pregnancy may cause sharp pain in the groins. This pain may be unilateral or bilateral. It is usually felt in second trimester onwards. This is more common in right side as a result of dextrorotation of uterus. Pain may be awakening at night time because of sudden rollover movements during sleep. And pain may be reduced by making movements gradual instead of sudden. Local heat application is helpful. Analgesics are rarely needed. Thylism. Increased secretion of saliva is observed during pregnancy. It may be associated with increased intake of starch, though actual cause it is not known. This problem is usually self-limiting and may be overcome by decreasing intake of carbohydrates. It is not associated with any adverse pregnancy outcome. Syncope. It is often seen in a woman following prolonged standing or standing upright abruptly. This is due to pooling of blood in the veins of the lower extremities. There is the effect of compression of the pelvic veins by the gravid uterus also. Other cause may be dehydration, hypoglycemia or overexertion. The woman presents with dizziness or light headache on standing upward abruptly or following standing for a prolonged period. Syncope usually resolves rapidly on laying in left lateral position. Syncope is supine position is also managed by resting in lateral recommended position. Recurrent syncope needs cardiological evaluation. Ankle edema. Excessive fluid retention as evidenced by marked gain in weight or evidences of preeclampsia has been to be excluded. No treatment is required for physiological changes or orthostatic edema. Edema subsides on rest with light elevation of the limbs. Diuretics should not be prescribed. Vaginal discharge. Assures the patient and advice for local cleanliness are all that are required. Presence of any infections like Trichomonas, Candida, bacteria vaginosis should be treated with vaginal application of metronidazole or miconazole. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.